Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Remember to like and subscribe here on the official Magic the Gathering Arena YouTube channel. Today we are playing a deck where every single spell in the deck has the potential to gain life. I call it just try it mono red, because we know when a new set like Eldraine here comes out, the mono red decks flock to the ladder to try to grind out those gold and daily quests so that they can then get their new cards. But we are also out there and we are trying to win, and the new set has brought us a bunch of new tools to fend off mono red and other aggressive strategies with a ton of incidental life gain. So a few new cards in the deck are Witch's Vanity, which destroys a creature an opponent controls with mana value 2 or less, creates a food token, and creates a wicked roll, so a lot of value for a 2-mana saga. Another one is the Virtue of Persistence, which is -3/3 to target creature at sorcery speed, and you gain 2 life. The backside, or non-adventure side you'd say, is an enchantment that says at the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, which is very, 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 very powerful. Then the other new card that we have is really the topper. You know, it's the cherry on top of all of it. Beseech the Mirror. This is a card many people thought might be absolutely broken. It's 1 and black for a mythic sorcery. It has Bargain, and you can search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If this spell was Bargain, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost if that spell's mana value is 4 or less. Put the exiled card into your hand if it wasn't cast. So you get a tutor for 4 mana, but if you bargain it by sacrificing an artifact, an enchantment, or a token, you get to cast something for free, which is often a Shieldred the Apocalypse, because that card's really good. But there's a number of other interesting things. My favorite thing about the Beseech the Mirror synergy is how it works with the Life of Toshiro Umezawa or Witch's Vanity, which either are enchantments themselves, or in the case of the Vanity, creates a token and a roll so that you have something to sacrifice to the mirror. Phyrexian Fleshgorger is an artifact, so it can also be sacrificed to the mirror. And that's what we're going to do. If our opponent comes out aggressive, we're going to gain life with every single card that we play. The main losses from this kind of gimmick, you know, it is a bit of a gimmick to actually play life gain on every single card. The main losses are Liliana of the Veil and Cut Down, and I would add those cards if you were trying to make changes to the deck and be less gimmick. But I find a good gimmick deck a lot of fun, especially when people really think that life gain is what hoses mono red. It's not just life gain, you have to have board presence. Fortunately, this deck is good at that. Let's dive in. Let the life gain nonsense begin. Our opponent's name is Red Destruction, and I really hope it means they play red, not that they destroy red, because gosh, this is so perfect. Keep. My all life gain deck against mono red in the very first game. Let's go. Shieldred. Let's get down the life. I gain 2. Felden, 18. Trigger. I gain 2. Vanity. Destroy Felden. Make. Oh, this is delightful. What is you? You is new card. 1 red, haste, human soldier, 1/1. When it dies, create a rat. Sure. Charmed Scoundrel, also new card. Nice. So we could use March and exile a card from our hand, but I don't know if I'm going to draw a land or not. I want to keep all my options open. If we stay alive long enough, which the life gain should help us do, Gix's Command could be amazing. That is a Beseech the Mirror that we cannot cast. But we do have our 2/3. If we play the Vanity, we can blow up another creature. We could also March to deal 2. And March we could do at instant speed. I say we go for another Vanity. I really don't want them to kill my memory, though. If they kill the memory, that's a problem. Let's take out the Etching, because we need the mana. The mana can cast Besiege. Another 1/1 haste. And what are you? When it enters the battlefield, creatures get +1/+0 and gain haste till end of turn. Nice card. Wow. Wow. Everybody swinging. Let's block here. Good thing I gain life with every card. All right, and Kumano. All right, let's discuss shattering their hopes and dreams. Wicked Roll on the Memory of Toshiro makes it 3/4. Casting Beseech the Mirror can get Shieldred. Or we can cast this Trespasser and just leave up a blocker. Many choices. I think we Shieldred. We are at 8 though. Ooh, 8's not that much. And this takes us down to 7. I like having 1 mana up to use March. Let's play Trespasser. This will gain us a life. And we can cast the March if we absolutely need to, gaining up to 6 life from exiling these cards. Does cost us 1, but I think that's okay. We didn't attack them at all. We just gained life, and they gave up. It's a beautiful strategy. On the play, our opponent has Narset Sleeves, Tasha Avatar. Seems like a control game, which could be very difficult. You really need Mirrex to do a lot of work in these games, and we have one in the opener. Oh, they're playing fairies. Nice. Love the Dream Thief. Nice little -1/-1 here from the Life of Toshiro Umezawa should help. Keeping fairies off the board is pretty important against this deck. They have a lot of cards that get better with a fairy on the board, and the ability to flash in a fairy on end step means they usually do get to have a fairy on the board. So this turn will definitely be Mirrex Pass, so that we can kill whatever fairy they play with March. And here it comes. It is the Mastermind. We'll go for 2 because we gain life. For all the damage dealt. If we draw a land, and we do, we can pay that ward cost. We could also try to Beseech the Mirror. It's a good possibility they have a counter spell though. So I think we go for the Vanity. I don't like getting Sorin or Beseech countered. And obviously Beseech gets a lot better if we get to make that food token. We might continue to keep fairies off the board. Nope, there's a Mastermind. Can't keep those fairies down, can ya? Too powerful. Oh, Talion, what are you gonna name? 4? How'd they know? It's okay though, they tapped out. It's funny, I have all 4-drops in my hand and they named 4. Let's show them what's up. So we're gonna destroy each creature with power 2 or less? That destroys my memory though. We could let them keep their Mastermind. We definitely want them to sacrifice the Talion. It's probably just better to blow up the fairies, like I said. Like I said, even if we're losing memory. Keep the fairies off the board. Very important. Do we Beseech? Do we Mirrex? Right now a counter is for 2. If we wait, we might be able to resolve these. I think I'm going to go for Shieldred. Vandal. Okay. And Edict. Shieldred's Edict destroying Shieldred. No, not like this. And they're going to draw now to put a counter on their Vandal. That's a cool synergy. Let's see if they have a land drop. They don't, but they have Ego Drain, which probably takes the mirror. Yep. Good hand so far. Another Shieldred? Let's go for it. Playing the Sorin, we have to make the Vampire, and doesn't do us much good. They have another removal. Yeah, they have drawn well. While I have struggled to cast into things, they have kept drawing fairies when they needed to. But they might not have any counters. That's the good news. If they're playing this now, they probably don't. Yeah, they just have more thieves. Wonder why. I guess they know I'm gonna cast Sorin here, which is Vanity. Can kill this. That's pretty good. They're top decking, right? So if we play a Sorin and make a 2/3, and they don't draw a removal spell, they still kill the Sorin. Attack it down. We play the Vanity, kill the Vandal. We just need to keep them from drawing the right cards. As long as they don't draw a counterspell or an ego drain, we're in a good position. Seems like a good time for 3 life. They do hold whatever card they drew. There's another land. Resolves. We could make the 2/3, but if they kill it, they kill Sorin. We need cards. We definitely need cards. It's a land, but we gotta get through them.
You wish to know my secrets? Very well.
Main phase stopped because we might want a cursed roll on a Mirrex token, but that would be very sad. We can do it at instant speed if we hold priority. I'm not going to sacrifice this food yet. We might draw Beseech the Mirror. Draw. That is sad indeed. Does having a 2/2 matter? Because then if we draw a 4-mana card off the Sorin, we can't play it. Gamble. Yeah, see how that works? We get a wicked roll on our little token. Plus again, trying to draw our way through a bit of a flood here. Working on it. Is that 4 lands? Oof.
A fair trade. Your blood will be mine!
Trespasser. Our opponent probably has a counterspell now. Oh my god, this is 7 damage. Easy reveal. Content, let's go.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
I am going to attempt a Scorn, which would be -3/-3 and 2 life. It does let our opponent draw a card. I'm going to attack them. They take it. Let's try this Trespasser. Please resolve. I can pay 3. All right, they're going to draw a card now. Please resolve. Nice. Italian out. And there's the Mastermind. So Sorin gonna die. Sorin did the job though. Got us through a really tough flood that could have ended us.
What's one more grudge?
You gonna kill me? Ooh, we're fencing. All right, discard that card. Just a land. Trespasser down. And last card is land, so we can bet that Mastermind will draw. Let's sack the food. Opponent's gonna try to just ignore these mites anyway. Flesh Gorger. Ooh. Alrighty then. That's very strong, and the opponent doesn't have a ton of life to work with. But we also have the Virtue, and if that sticks to the board, It's so good. It's just a turn slow, right? Let's go with the Flesh Gorger. Especially with the opponent at 11. They're very close to dead. If they pay that ward cost, it's gonna hurt. We each draw. It's a Shieldred. Opponent draws twice because of Mastermind. Yeah, it's a tough one. You gonna pay? Oh, they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay dearly. But they're at 4. I believe they intend to block with that Dream Thief. We draw Beseech the Mirror. We already have the Shieldred. What can we beseech that would finish the job? A Trespasser? I think they're gonna block first, right? If we remove the blocker and we also play Shieldred, they die. So we could just get a removal spell. That's not great though. And we know they want to activate the Mastermind. Let's just go to combat. Bargain. But I got a deal for you. It does die because there's 1 damage on it. 3. Just want to deal him 1 little point of damage. So we'll go for this Trespasser. And we'll see if they exile the Dream Thief in response. If they exile it in response, they still lose a life. And then they don't get to draw with Mastermind. But I guess I want them to draw with Mastermind. I want them to pay life. Okay. Don't exile the Dream Thief. Sheldred. What you got? Draws. And draws. And dead. The apocalypse still claims all. We go first. The march is in every opening hand because it's a one-of. That's how the shuffler works. Don't delete this video, wizards. I'm snarky, it's my nature. Black versus black has the duress. Gix's command is probably the best card, but we'll see what they take. You might be afraid of Witch's Vanity, or they might not want to read it. Which sometimes comes up. Can't take the Henrika. That's a creature. Henrika's a very fun card to search for, sometimes with the bargain, because you get a creature that makes the opponent sacrifice possibly like their 1 big threat. And you get a creature that sticks around. They did take the Vanity. Maybe they have an underdog. Ta-da. Gorge 'em. Can't go for the throat it, can't cut it down. We'll see what kind of removal the opponent's ready with. If they have a Liliana though, that is really good. Heck of a curve.
A fight?
Heck of a curve from our opponent.
I've always hated crowds.
Land. We play Henrika and draw. She is vulnerable to a cut down. We could also play a Shieldred. Man, does it go for the throat hurt. Also doesn't guarantee that we can attack Liliana. This doesn't kill a Planeswalker. Tough call. I think it's Henrika draw. We gotta keep the cards moving. If Liliana's gonna make us discard, we gotta make it good. Okay, Sleeper. Arena, that's a tough one for us. We'll need a Shieldred to stick. They only have one card left, though. I think what I want to do is get back 2 creatures with Gix's command. I think that's what I really want to do. We're going to get to attack Liliana. The life. Now that is something I would love to have discarded. If they had a removal spell, I think they'd play it there. Especially knowing my hand. Because they might be playing around Shieldred, but it doesn't make a ton of sense to me. So we'll put it on them to draw the removal. This is gonna hurt. 2 points. Draw another card, 2 more points. And then if they kill Shieldred and we draw land, we command. Oh, they have their own. And they concede. Okay. They really don't like matching Shieldreds, I guess. They know I have the March. They also know I have the Gix's command. So if I draw a land, they know I'm going to blow up their whole board, which might be why they conceded there, because we can use the Gix's command mode to kill the small and the big creature. They might also just know I can just march them. I can just march the Shieldred. So good win, good win. Diamond, tier 4, here we are. Any other mono red players want to play? Our opponent has a colorless setup. Maybe they're trying the new Sir Gingerbread thingy-majig. You're on the official channel. Can't you get the name right? No. There's too many. I've been playing the game too long. Have mercy, comment section. Have mercy. It is mono white. Let's get the life online before they Thalia me. Gain 2. Wish we could have killed the Vanguard, though. Now they Thalia me, but I can pay the 1. Or I can cast the Vanity and destroy the Vanguard. Well, let's destroy the Vanguard next turn and pay the 1 this turn. I know. You're gonna pay the 1 way or another. Oh wait. Now Thalia's gone. We can do this. My plan. 100% my plan. That initiate is so hopeful. Gonna be so brokenhearted. Beseech the mirror. Beseech the mirror? Seems really good. So, can't cast a Gix's command. What's the right thing to find? I mean, probably just a Shieldred? They didn't even want to see. They're terrified. Oh, they are absolutely terrified. I might just cast the Shieldred that turn, to be totally honest with you guys. Leave the Beseech in my back pocket to possibly find a Gix's command for later. But yeah. Oh, they're running to the hills. We're on the draw. Our opponent has a Teferi avatar. We might have to test our metal against a control deck. I'll keep it. Hopefully we draw some land. We are a 26 land deck. And the Memory of Toshiro can make mana too, although only for instants and sorceries. The fairies. Land off the top is nice. Going second against fairies is really tough though. But we've done it before. The life. This has ward, so virtue doesn't work on it. Okay, let that resolve. I'll take my 2. They play a mastermind here. We can kill it next upkeep. Maybe. Okay, they're just trying to untap the Sleep Cursed. And because they removed a stun counter and the untap step removed another stun counter, it will untap next turn. And they have another one. Oh, they're untapping this now to attack. Nasty. And we still can't use virtue on it because of the ward. That's so good. So none of these matter but the 2 life. So we'll take it. We are drawing land. Trespasser or Gorger. Gorger is good for racing the situation. Doesn't die to a go for the throat. Yeah, let's do it. They want to race? Let's race. Also, if they use a removal spell, maybe Shieldred doesn't die. Talion? What do you name? I've seen a lot of people name 4 against me. They name 2. 2 is the disciplined one to name, but this deck actually gets around it pretty well. And now they have a double block. Too bad the Virtue is not an instant. We could take this out. The opponent would drain us and draw a card because we played a 2-mana spell. Let's play the Shieldred. Should be pretty good against them. Never mind, they were prepared the whole time to kill it. That is frustrating. Do they attack? They will attack. Because they can pay to untap the Sleep Cursed Fae. No, they can't. It's just a stun counter. They can't untap it. Is that a mistake? Let's find out. We will attack them and see what they do. They can untap this one. If they do that, they don't get the counter off here. We get to kill one of them, which is pretty good. And then we play the other Shieldred or Beseech. Trying to think of what I would beseech. Henrika's not that great. Sorin's not that great. The deck's targeted removal is not nearly as good as if it had Go for the Throat, but Go for the Throat didn't gain life. Alright, Shieldred it is. Let's see if they've got another Go for the Throat. It's also tempting to get another worm. Too easy Go for the Throats for the opponent. Another Beseech. But they have this mana open, which makes me think they're going to counter something. And casting Beseech isn't great when you pay the bargain and nothing good happens from it. Let's try for a Trespasser. It should be solid against them. Attacking with the memory here is pretty bad. They can untap the fairy. That's a pretty good turn. Yeah, they're starting to turn the corner on us. And am I playing afraid? Absolutely, I'm playing afraid. It's a very dangerous deck. Likeness Looter, another creature on board. Nothing in the graveyard, though. I could cast the Virtue now, but if they have a counterspell, we're just going to die to it. I guess I have to try at some point. Remember, they draw a card and we lose 2 life. If we cast this on the Virtue side, it might be worth it at this point. What's in our graveyard? 2 Shieldreds. This can't block anything anyway. Take out one of the Shieldreds. We go to 13. If they have a counterspell, I'd have to pay 4. So tapping this for a mana doesn't matter here. Resolving. Resolving. Do we just hit him with another Shieldred? This is where the all life gain gimmick isn't quite as good, because not all of these are good hits. But yeah. How much are they attacking for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not dead though if I virtue. I lose 2, they draw 1 card, I Shieldred them. It's a very close game. Let's go for Shieldred. Yep, they draw. I lose 2, but I might gain it right back. They lose 2. Yep, okay. This has summoning sickness, right? So they can't transform it right now. They go to 9. Getting dangerous. One of those cards being a land is not bad for us. I'm hoping they have multiple Talions in hand. That would be best case scenario. Or that they top decked a counterspell after we got our stuff on the board. That is probably game. That is so nasty. What a draw. We still have to beseech the mirror. They have too many creatures, too much life. I don't know how we get out of it. But also whenever we play a 2, we get drained and they draw, right? So like I could play this, kill this, they drain me, I beseech it. Gix's command I can't cast. Yeah, we kind of got destroyed by Talion here. 2 mana spell that removes it. I can cast a March for 3. I can't cast it for 4. I'm 1 short. Also got destroyed by these fairies. They're actually so hard to deal with. Well, I'm gonna go have a look. Because I don't run a Go for the Throat because it doesn't gain life. This was an interesting game. It was really close. I felt like I had a good chance throughout and just couldn't get there. And the Gix's command from their deck was amazing and right on time in the perfect spot. And now we're just hoping that they don't see an attack for some reason. Yep. Yeah, that was a close one. That was a close one. Tough matchup. Revenge of the Fae.